awkward when you just pour out your heart and nobody hears it. But hopefully, you saw my face and you were able to read my words. Hopefully, you're deaf and you know how to read lips. But I thought I'd come back, and I don't know if I can say the same thing that I had meant to say. But a lot of times when I come home at the end of the night, I'll write in my journal about the things that I thought about during the day, or I'll write in the next morning when I'm sitting in the sauna, getting ready for the day, doing my mindset, my meditation. I'll write about the things that I learned in the office, and I think that the thing that I've really learned is that, and what I wanted to share with you guys is that in these distressing times, um, kindness and gentleness can be literally an antidote to stress, right? It's like this balm for our body and our soul. And so I don't know if you guys noticed, but when somebody's kind to us, especially when we're feeling vulnerable or it's unexpected, it just feels like grace. And so when we breathe, when that happens, we get to breathe that sigh of relief, and we begin to release those accumulations of tension that have really built up in our tissues throughout the day, throughout our lives. And we can actually feel ourselves expand from this contracted, tight state and resume our natural shape. We get to come alive in our senses and become really more fully present and more fully who we are. And so as we release those inner tensions, we get more air, we get more blood that circulates more freely through our bodies. It brings us nourishment to our cells, that removes toxic debris from our bodies and from our lives. And I always think about this is that if a lack of nutrients and the presence of toxins are the two sources of all disease, tension and stress are toxins, right? And so no wonder why stress is linked to so many disease. Look, disease is the absence of ease. And ease comes with that sigh of relief that we're not deserving of punishment. We're not bad. No, we're good, and we deserve good things, including good health. You deserve good health. Look, human beings thrive on approval, that we thrive on compassion like flowers, open to the nourishing rays of the sun and the blessings of the rain. Friendliness, like between one another, it encourages us to grow and bloom, while that impatience and harshness and judgmentalness make us pull back and to shrink into ourselves, becoming just that tight, rigid, unyielding and impatient, harsh, judgmental selves. So much of what we see in the world around us, that overly severe judgment of our public figures right now, the angry opinions that we feel, the desire to assign blame to everyone and everything and defend from blame, it comes from a place of stress. And it also comes from a place of distress. So how can we bring more kindness into the world? A world right now that sorely needs us. It seems to me that the first step is to actually take time to consciously be kind to ourselves, whether it's a meditation, an adjustment, like positive words to ourselves, an adjustment, or just doing something that we truly love to do, something that allows us to let go of the cares of the world and immerse ourselves in an activity that renews and nourishes our souls. I think one example for me, and this is like one of my favorite times of day, is every single day a team member, we have what's called a huddle, and a team member gets to speak on something that inspires them. One of my favorite parts of this huddle, though, is at the end of our huddle, every single time, our effervescent Rachel, who's kind of she's the one with the kind face and the big smile, every time she says, "Go team." So can we be a little bit more go team in this world? Can we talk to others about what inspires us? Can we take things just a little bit more easy? Becoming a little bit more quiet, letting our busy minds come to rest, being a little less poised to chase after every thought that comes along, allowing more ease throughout ourselves by becoming more aware of and releasing places in ourselves where tension has grabbed hold. That feels like kindness. And what you feel in the back is my dog. Here in the back is my dog. It feels like kindness, and it allows us it tends us to help us be kinder to other people. A lot of times when I sit in the morning in my meditation, I often say to myself, here I sit, free from evil, free from good. And to me, that means that I am safe, and that I can drop those self-judgments. I can be forgiven for any of the unknown or known transgressions, so that I feel as innocent and feel as like laundry hanging outside to dry in the sun, with like this flapping gentle in the breeze. Accepting myself makes it easier to be tolerant and more patient with others. So what I'd love to know is, what ways have you found to be kind to yourself? I'd love to hear about them. So the reason why I took this time tonight is because, look, this is what goes into my journal in the morning. This is what I think about when I go to bed. And so, guys, I just want to let you know that you're doing better than you think you are. Sometimes we just need to stop and think. And if we're feeling stressed, why don't we just try to be kind to each other? Have a great night.